I'm about to bring you right outside this door so you guys can get a chance to meet Delilah. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kira if you are new, and today I'm gonna bring you right outside my front door to my driveway and give you guys a new car tour. Well, at least it's a new car to me. I did get a newer used vehicle. I had a 2014 Chrysler Town & Country, and over the last like month and a half or so, it started to get a little wonky. I did have a mechanic come and look at my car, and he told me one of my 6 cylinders was blown, and that financially it was not worth it to save a car that was as old as mine with 130,000 miles on it. So I went and headed over to a bunch of different dealerships. Cars are expensive right now, you guys. The pandemic has really truly changed the car world, and if you want to keep your price down and you don't want like an astronomical car payment, it's amazing what you would have to settle for. A brand new car right now is literally insane. So it did take me a while to kind of go through, but when I saw her in the lot, immediately I walked over and I said, "Hey there, Delilah." I have no idea why that even came out of my mouth, like why it popped into my head. I don't even know, but that's what I said when I saw her. And after walking around through the lot, I decided she was coming home with me. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour. I haven't done one of these in over a year. Daryl got his new used car last summer, and I don't share these unless we get new cars. So it's been a while since I have a chance to share with you one of these, but let's go outside and I'm gonna show you Mama's new wheels. Alright, you guys, there she is. Meet Delilah. So when I first found Delilah in the used car lot, I absolutely fell in love with her. She is not brand new. I am not that bougie, and I cannot afford a brand new Cadillac right now, but it was a 2018 and it had 65,000 miles on it, and it was literally a great price. I absolutely love, shout out to Gun Dealership in Selma. They were absolutely amazing, and the price of this car was pretty comparable to like a Toyota on the lot and a Nissan on the lot. So if you're gonna spend the same amount of money, why not get yourself a Cadillac? This is probably one of my favorite cars ever of all time. I really like luxury cars. I've owned things like Lincolns, and that's always just kind of been my favorite kind of car. I've actually owned 3 different kinds of Lincolns just because I really love the luxury of them, and Cadillacs have the same kind of feel. So I really love it. This is an XT5, and I feel like it's the perfect downgrading size. I went from a minivan. I didn't really want to go to a car. I didn't want to culture shock my children. So this is a really, really nice intermediate. The inside is beautiful. It was well taken care of. And so I really think this is going to be in our family for a long time, and I absolutely love it. So one thing that I'm having definitely a hard time adjusting to is that my car has no keys. It is just a little key fob, and it's a push start. So it's been kind of crazy because my car like locks itself and stuff. Sometimes I didn't lock my other car just because there was nothing in it for anybody to take. So this is a little bit of an adjustment for me, but as soon as you get close enough to the car, then you can see right down in here, watch the lock. If I stick my thumb on the button, then it automatically opens that door because it knows that the keys are close, and then it'll let me go ahead and open up inside. When I tell you that this car was so well taken care of for 65,000 miles, it still smells like brand new leather. I won't even get like a strong air freshener because I don't want it to smell anything different than like the new car leather smell. It's pretty crazy. I had leather seats in my minivan. It was a Chrysler Town & Country, and I had the like upgraded version, so I had all leather seats and stuff, but it's pretty different. Those seats I feel like were very tough. This is very soft leather. It's very different. You can tell the luxury feel of the Cadillac leather as opposed to the leather that was in my other vehicle. But I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and show you guys all the features on the inside. One thing that I ended up messing up, I had to bring my car back to the dealership and they showed me, there's a little dial right here that lets you adjust opening up your trunk automatically. So you can turn it off, so where you don't have an automatic trunk, or you can put it on 3/4 where it'll only open 3/4, or maximum where it'll give you your full swing on the trunk. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know what it was. I turned it off when I first got my car, and then I was wondering why my trunk didn't open. I had no idea what that button was, so now I have learned. Very similar to most power cars, it just has all of your like window gadgets right here on the door. So being able to open all 4 doors and windows, being able to lock the windows. I have not, oh, these are adjusting the side mirrors, and this is adjusting, I don't know, maybe the back. I'm not really sure. I haven't played with all of the buttons. I've only owned the car for 2 weeks, so I'm still playing with everything. But my favorite feature, which is my favorite feature of a Cadillac, my aunt used to own a CTS, and she showed me that how much she loved this feature, and I love it too. So I obviously am setting 1, but I've been able to set my seat so that as soon as I get in and turn the car on, it knows that it'll go to automatic setting 1. If you want to do 2, then you would push 2 and then the seat would change. But my seat settings are programmed in there. So if somebody else has to drive my car, they're not going to mess up my seat settings, because if they manually move it, as soon as they shut the car off and I get back in and I push the 1 button, it's going to put my seat back right to where it was. So I absolutely love that. So I'm going to get in to the car, and let's go ahead and start the car. I put this little rhinestone decal around my start button, but that's really all I intend on doing. But there it goes. It just adjusted my seat. Let me make sure the volume is down on my radio, or it's going to blast you guys. The sun is so strong, you guys. Do you see what it says? It says it's 102 degrees right now. I was roasting outside, sharing with you guys what the car looks like. So sorry. I'm turning on my air for just a second so that I can dry the sweat pouring down my head. All right, so one of my favorite things also is that I love that the entire car is leather. Everything. The dashboard, the front console, the steering wheels, the doors, everything. I mean, besides the floor, everything is leather. So that's why the whole car still smells like leather. It's fresh and clean. Like, I really, really, really do love that. I love the dash. It's like the most sophisticated dash that I've had so far. Your choices down here below of the options that you can do are pretty neat. So I'll scale through them, but right now I have it set for fuel economy, but then you can just have a digital miles per hour. You can have a navigational tool, so a compass. It's showing me I'm facing north right now. This is it's the radio, so right now it's showing me the same thing that's on my radio dash. So if you don't want to take your eyes off but you want to know the song or change it, you can keep that on your dash as well. And then I can also, my phone is synced to that right now. So now it's on my phone settings, so I can call somebody and still be focused ahead instead of needing to look at the screen to call. I can use that right there on the dashboard as well. And then they have the efficiency gauge, which as you accelerate and brake, it shows you the best way to get fuel economy. And then I usually keep it on the fuel economy right now. I've been cleaning my car and stuff. Oh, hold on, look at that. It's my husband calling, so it's showing me right there that it's Daryl calling, so let's answer him. Yeah, babe.
So I'll get that done tomorrow. Hey, because of that lettuce that I have to chop, I mean, it'll last better if I only chop what I need as I go.
Right.
But do you think your food saver would be a big enough bags to vacuum seal some?
Oh yeah, you can cut the bags to any size. You want me to bring it with me when I come to work today?
Yeah, please. That way, whatever we cut off for romaine, we can vacuum seal ourselves. That will make it last even longer, so we can get even further ahead of the game.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I'll bring it with me on my way in.
Awesome, babe.
All right, honey. I'll see you in a little bit.
You got it. Love you, babe.
Love you too, baby. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so that's kind of cool that you got a chance to see one of the things I like as well. If you get a phone call on here, it automatically lowers the fan speed so that you can hear on the car better than you would if it was full blast. So I really, really like that. But again, I like the fact that everything is right in front of you so that you don't have to necessarily take your eyes off of the screen or the eyes off of the road to look at the screen. Everything's kind of right there for you. I usually have been averaging about 26, 27 miles to the gallon, but right now I've been idling for a while because I was wiping the car down before we did a little tour. So it shows right now that it's 20.6, but I've been in the car for probably 30, 40 minutes in idle, so it's definitely gone down. But I will say that I'm getting great gas mileage with this car, roughly about 450 miles to a tank of gas, and my tank is 19.2 with the overflow. So definitely getting great gas mileage there. I like that it shows my tire pressure right there. So I love all the, you know, fun little gadgets here, and I love the steering wheel. So there is literally so much, sorry guys, I'm still in my jammies. There's so many options right here on the steering wheel. This allows me to change all those things that I just showed you right there, to the phone, to the radio, to the fuel economy. All that's right here. Your volume for the radio, you changing the radio station is right here. This is for your heated steering wheel. I'm not sure what these two buttons are for. I think it's for drive assist because my car does have drive assist. So if you're getting a little too close to the car in front of you, then it will, that little thing right there is a red light. It blinks and the whole car vibrates, so it lets you know like someone's stopping short in front of you. And then on the dashboard right here, it'll change in this little section right here. I know it's kind of dark, so it's hard for you to see, but right here on the dashboard, oh, there it goes and adjusts. So right there on the dash, there'll be a spot where it shows a car that's either yellow, that means it knows there's a car kind of close to you. If it knows that it's green, that means the car is further enough away and you're safe. But I do have, if you see on the side mirrors, it has the car with the star. That means it lets me know if there's somebody in my blind spot. So there's a lot of driver assist stuff here. So I think that that's what these buttons are for. But again, I haven't fully learned. And there is, like I said, the button right here for the heated steering wheel, your parking brake, the adjusting to your lights, obviously your blinker and your windshield wipers are here. And then the screen here itself is pretty awesome. It has a lot of options. I haven't had a screen like this nice. So you can go to your radio, which is going to put, you know, all of your what you're Bluetoothing. If you're on media, you can go to radio itself and it'll give you all of your stored favorites along here on the bottom. And the Bluetooth in this car is incredible. But what I like also about it is that it also has CarPlay, which I'll show you in just a second. That's only eligible for iPhones and some cars, but the CarPlay is amazing. So you can go to the phone, which will show me my contacts here, my recents. You can see that Daryl just called, then Jake before, then Daryl. So you can do your keypad, voicemails, the phones that are linked to the car. Here's your navigation. Again, we're facing north, so you can put a compass on the screen. Here's the climate control, so which way that you want the air to flow. Your temperature right here, whether it's not on AC, how far your fan speed is. This is a feature where it can do projection like of your phone, like mirrored to that, but you can't do that if you're the person only sitting in the driver's seat. It's like smart enough to know that it doesn't want you to like watch things. It has the OnStar navigation. It can do the texting for you. There are even apps. Come on, sweetheart. There are apps here. You can download more apps. I have iHeartRadio, Fox Sports, the New York Times, the Weather Channel. So there's a lot of different really cool things in here. But my phone is right here. I love that the charger plugs into your center console, and then it gives you a hole for it to come out, so you can literally run your cord straight to your phone. So I'm gonna plug my phone in, and then it's gonna pop up right here that now my Apple CarPlay button. So this means that it's literally mirrored to my phone. So this is a text message from Daryl right there, that this is the group chat with all of the managers for work. So they just sent a message to the group chat. That's just from Daryl. That's just from Erica at work. That means that my therapist sent me a message to the app. So it's letting me know, but it'll read me the message and I can respond. So let's make sure the volume is up, and then let's read the message from Daryl.
We can do this.
Daryl said 143. Would you like to reply?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
Love you too, babe.
Your reply says, love you too, babe. Send it?
Yes.
Done.
So you can't actually see the message. I can't see them because it doesn't want you to read. It wants you to only hear, because obviously you're driving. So I really like that. If I want to do maps, I can click on maps. It shows me right where work is, where home is. I'm not going to click on it right now, but it'll show me right where I am and where I'm going. It even knows already now what my work is, what my home is, just simply by being there so often. So I really love that. You can go here, and this is literally the mirrored of my phone. That is what my cell phone looks like. So I love that I get to use the CarPlay here. No car that I've ever had has ever had that. So I truly love that. Here's more climate control gauges, and then you guys check out the gear shaft. This was so different to me. There's your park. The little side clip has a little button right here. You push the button in, and then if you push it this way, it's reverse, and down to drive, and back up in the middle to park. It's almost like shifting like a manual, because I'm so used to like a gear shaft up here, or even one down below, but it's still like you just put it in park. This is almost more like a manual, which is pretty neat because I've always loved a manual. And then this is your little cup holder thing, and with my little set for this thing, the rhinestone thing, it came with these little cup holder diamond rhinestone thingies that I put inside of my cup holders. But that, I love that this just like slides away, has a little secret pocket for my phone. Ha, that's so funny. It's my dealership calling. Hold on. Hello?
Good afternoon. This is Avery. This is Dora calling from Gun Buick, the GMC dealership. Will you purchase your vehicle?
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Hi. Good. Thank you for asking.
All right, that was the dealership letting me know that my registration sticker and my license plate were in. So I have to go pick that up on my way to work today. So that was good information. You guys brought me good vibes, but I'm gonna show you the best part right now. Are you ready? All right, so we're gonna scroll up here. Hold on, let her focus for the lighting. All right, you guys can see the buttons now, so it does give you the option to program your garage door opener here. You do have a little sunglass holder here, which is nice, but this is the best part. Are you ready? Okay. It's a double moonroof. I didn't realize till after I bought it that it was a double moonroof, and I literally had a meltdown of excitement because every single car of mine, I have sacrificed a sunroof since like one of my first cars many years ago. So I absolutely love that. One little pop right here pops it open like that, and then the next one is gonna go ahead and it's gonna move that all the way back. Like, I can't with that. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, look at that. It's like my kids came into the car and they were like, it's like a convertible. And they were standing up on the back seat trying to put their head out. They totally enjoyed it, and I have loved traveling down the highway with my sunroof open. It has been awesome. It's going to be so nice when it really cools and I can go ahead and just open that. It's just so nice. I do like to keep it closed most of the time when I'm here, just because the sun beats down and my seats are black, and so it's nicer to keep it a little cooler with this closed. But you guys, that is probably my absolute favorite feature. All right, so let's go ahead and turn her off. And I'm going to open my door and you'll be able to see, hopefully you can see, maybe I'll scoot this way so that you can see the door. The seat like slides back and moves and tilts so that I can go ahead and get out, and then I will show you the rest of her. So there's definitely a lot of room in the back, enough for my kids. I love the hard plastic floor seats because all I really need to do is wash them down really good, as opposed to making sure that my kids are good with vacuuming and, you know, vacuuming behind my children and whatever. But there is so much room back here that they're still cozy. All three of my kids can still fit in the back, so I still feel like we're in good shape with as far as space for my kids. And then the trunk is a pretty decent setup too. I like the one button that you go ahead and push, and then it just automatically lifts the door open. I have this hard plastic case also in the trunk, which allows me, like, there's a spare as well as like other extra storage compartments in this flap underneath. But then I like that this protects it, and it even has a track, and then right there is a little pole that you can go ahead and put from here to here in the track, and it'll allow you to separate your trunk. So if you have like breakable stuff away from non-breakable stuff that you want to separate, you can go ahead and do that. Sorry, I have donations in the back of my car. I have returns right now in the back of my car. That is a bag of stuff from my van that I still haven't like integrated into this car, and that's my work shoes, because I will not wear my work shoes in my car because I'm neurotic like that. And then it also has this little thing right here that you can go ahead and pull out, and it has, oops, hold on, let me try and do, there we go, so that you can sunshade or hide the items and the packages that are in your car. Especially here in Texas, I'm sure the sunshade helps a little bit when you're coming home, like I was yesterday from Sam's, with things like ice cream and stuff like that. And so it's really helpful to have that. I don't know how often I'll use it, but it's still like a bougie kind of neat feature to have a sunshade for your trunk. But I don't know what to say, you guys, but I don't know if I possibly could love a vehicle any more than I love her. Ugh, you guys, it is literally so hot out there. I'm so glad to be back inside. But all right, you guys, that's it. I'm so glad you got a chance to meet Delilah. I am so ridiculously happy. My car really makes me happy. I don't treat myself to things often. I don't get my nails done. I do the Color Street nails, and I'm lucky if I get a haircut once a year. Like, I just don't really do a lot for myself. But the feeling when you get inside of a car that you really love, that just meets your style and you're really happy with, and it has all the features and it rides so smooth and so clean, that I have just been on cloud 9 over my car. So I'm glad you guys got a chance to come along and see inside of her. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment down below, and say hello to Delilah, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, you guys.